I wanted to do a quick review of this pulse oximeter I picked up. It's I believe it's called Oximeter or Oximeter. I think Oximeter. So oxygen meter. So what this does, it can measure your pulse and your oxygen levels. And the model number is CMS50D plus. And what it comes with is the pulse oximeter, instructions, lanyard if you want to, I guess if you use it at work. This is fairly easy to use. What you do is you press the button, hold it down, it comes on, you put your finger in, on this side, it measures oxygen level. On this side, it measures your pulse. So I have 99% oxygen. My pulse is at 76. So this is a little different from your basic pulse oximeter. It can record data and it has alarms. So if the oxygen level drops below a certain level, it will give an alarm, I believe. I haven't fully read the instructions yet. And I believe it will alarm for your pulse as well, but I'm not sure on that. But oxygen, it will. So how this works is fairly easy to use. You turn it on, you hold the button down, and you'll see your menu. So here's the alarm feature. I'm going to hold the button down and it says P sound and alarm. So P sound is your pulse sound. So it'll actually beep with your pulse. So I'm going to hold the button down. That goes on. Going to exit. Going to click exit, hold the button down, put my finger in. So you can hear my heartbeat there. Now this also has different displays, so I can change the orientation. I can have a little graph. There's a different version of this graph, like a line graph. So I want to change that. I want to turn off that pulse sound. So I'm going to go back into the menu, go into alarm, click P sound, hold the button down and turn it off. It's off. And I'm going to click exit. Hold the button down, exit. So if I want to record, I just click record, hold the button down. Now record is on. I'm going to click exit. Now it is recording my pulse and oxygen levels, and I think it will hold about 24 hours of data. So if you see that little round yellow light flashing, that means it's recording data. Okay, so I want to turn that off. I'm going to hold the button down, go into the menu, click record, hold the button down, it goes off. I'm going to click exit. Alright, and to turn it off, all I got to do is take my finger out. It'll sense my finger is out. And it will shut off. Now I'm going to show you the software, actually. And so I did use the meter for about an hour and a half. And I got some data. So you can save the file to your computer, and I just have to figure out which one it was. All right, so here is, it was about let's see here if I can fit it all into the screen. So it records the time. It was about 1 hour and 32 minutes. You can put in your weight and height and name. I didn't do any of that. And on the top, you have the oxygen level. On the bottom, you have your pulse. Now, here you can see the drops in oxygen and when it goes back up to 100%. So if I put my cursor on a spot right here, you can see it reads out 98, and at the same time it shows exactly what my pulse was, which was 82. So, and it tells the time. So here you can see my pulse spiked up to 109. Here it spiked up to 111. And then you can actually see I fell asleep. I was asleep, and now then I woke up, started to wake up. Some reason here my pulse went up to 124. So there's a lot of information here. Seems really useful. Menu. Right here there's a button called report, and you can put a summary report and it will give you an interpretation of what happened during the data recording. So you can see here total events on the oxygen, 0. On the pulse rate, it says 50 events. It says basal, I think that's like your average O2 rate is 98. And it'll show you the minimum O2 that you hit, which was 96 here. And it gives an analysis at the bottom. Okay, what I wanted to show you, alright, one more thing I wanted to show you is that you can plug this into the computer with the USB, and you can show this data live on your computer. So I'm gonna turn it on, put my finger in it, I'm gonna open the program. I'm gonna click connect here. Connect, and this is the real-time data from the pulse oximeter showing up on the screen. So I guess these are the alarm numbers. Lower than 85, it will ring a bell, and I think this is for the pulse. Higher than 150, lower than 50, it'll ring a bell, I think. I'm not sure. So this is pretty useful because you could live stream this to someone else if they wanted to look at your data. And you could use some program like TeamViewer maybe, and live stream this, and they could watch this on your screen, or you could screen capture it using video capture and they could see this. I think you can save it, but I'm not sure. I think when you exit, it will ask you if you want to save the data. And if you take out your finger, it will actually ring an alarm. So watch this. Put my finger back in. So, very neat.